Hi, Reddit Recapped here. Today, I'm going to tell you a collection of stories titled, What's Your True Life Story That Nobody Will Believe? Enjoy our community stories. As always, stay safe and take care. My biological father is a dealer, specifically cocaine. My mother was a client of his and started sleeping with him in exchange for. She got pregnant and tried to have an abortion, but it failed. That's where I came into the picture. My father decided that he should rape me repeatedly from around ages 4 to 6. He then got the great idea to sell me to other men to be in a child prostitution, a pornography ring. I was videoed being raped and tortured, and those videos were sold. I was never sent to kindergarten. Child Protective Services realized something was horribly wrong when I was 7, and I was sent to live with my grandparents. In the process of the transfer from my mom to extended family, I was kidnapped. I was taken across the country and hidden in an attic for about a week before I was found. My uncle hired a private detective who was able to track me down and find me. There were multiple Amber Alerts sent out for me as well. My extended family did not even know I existed until CPS and the police contacted them. When I was finally found, they realized that at age 7, I weighed 38 pounds and was significantly malnourished. I had some severe developmental delays, like not being able to read or tie my shoes. I had actually never used silverware before and did not know what a fork was. I was essentially a child that never existed until then. There was quite the lengthy court battle that followed, and I was sent to live with my grandparents, who I had never seen before in my life. Things improved from there, and I lived with them until I was 15. Now, I live with my uncle and his husband, and they have legally adopted me at age 18. Now, I am a healthy, happy teenager who is a pre-med major and a vet tech. I wasn't supposed to make it, but I did. No one believes how crazy my life was because of how normal I am now. Forgot to mention that my mom was doing cocaine, heavily drinking, and smoking while pregnant with me. It's great to not be mentally damaged from that. My mom had always been told she couldn't have children. When her dad died, she went through an emotional time and asked God for some sign that he was in heaven. Suddenly, she finds out she's pregnant, and the due date was her dad's birthday. My dad was married 2 times before my mom. When he was with his second wife, he would travel a lot for work, which I knew. What I didn't know is that one night he came home to find his wife in bed with another man. Actually walked in on them. He left the room and came back with a gun, shot the man dead, and wounded his wife. He turned himself in immediately and was sent to prison. He was sentenced to 10 years in a maximum security prison. In the last year he was in prison, which was the 4th year, he got out for good behavior. And since the judge ruled it a crime of passion, he met the prison minister. The prison minister was my mom. My dad is a murderer. My mom was the minister. I am the product of a conjugal visit. I was in Mexico, way past my visa allowance. I was driving and passed a police car going too fast, so I got pulled over. I should mention I was also illegally working in Mexico at the time as well and had my uniform and stuff in my trunk. As I'm pulled over and doing the whole license registration thing, the cops asked me for my visa. I told them it was at my house, which was not too far away, and if they would allow me to go get it. They asked me if they let me get it, if it would even be valid. Not wanting to lie and fuck myself over more, I told them no, it was expired, and asked them, what now? They started explaining to me that they would have to take me to jail and then deport it. They asked me if I'm working in Mexico as well. At this point, they are getting angry and start making vague threats about how I will be getting the same treatment Mexicans get when they are in the US working illegally and get caught. At this point, I realized they didn't realize my license was a Canadian license and that I was Canadian. I told them this, and instantly the situation completely changed. Now, they don't care about the visa and are asking me tons of questions about Canada. We talked for quite a while, and they seemed really interested in Canada and were really friendly with me when they realized I wasn't American. So when I calmed down a bit after talking with them, I figured I might as well ask again what they want to do about the visa situation. They seemed apologetic and said unfortunately they already called it in, so they have to bring me to the station. As I am ready to start going with them, they hear the radio in their cruiser, so one goes to answer it. He comes running back to my car and tells me to quickly get in my car and follow them down the road and don't even think about trying to get away from them. At this point, I have no idea what the is going on, but I just do what he says and get in my car and follow them as they start speeding away. About 2 minutes down the road, a car bomb had gone off near a restaurant and injured a bunch of people. We pulled up to this smoldering car and the cops get out and tell me to wait in my car. As I wait in my car, they go and do their cop thing. After about 20 minutes, one of the officers come up to my car, hands me my license, tells me to go home and not get caught again and get back to Canada ASAP. I stayed in Mexico another 8 months before I went back. On my way home from school about 7 years ago, I was sitting at a very busy intersection waiting to turn left. It was very gloomy outside. All of a sudden, it sounded and felt like the back of my car exploded. There was also a quick, very bright light that flashed in my rearview mirror. I panicked and noticed immediately after that the stoplights stopped working and it also began to rain. I looked out in the distance and saw a lightning strike. I also looked on either side of me where there was a ton of traffic, and everyone was staring at me like this. That's right, I was struck by lightning. Mentioned this before on this sub, but my life is akin to a bad pun at times. I was carrying my skis, slipped on some ice, and fell down. I asked a passing girl if she could lend me a hand with the skis while I got up. She then told me she had no arms and proceeded to wave her empty coat sleeves around as proof. I just kind of fumbled to get up whilst apologizing profusely. She giggled and walked away. My aunt has only ever flown from Atlanta airport twice. The first time, it was hijacked, taken to Cuba, and then sent back to the States. The second time, the landing gear didn't work and they did a crash landing on the belly of the plane. My aunt has never flown through Atlanta since. This marks the end of the collection of stories titled, "What's Your True Life Story That Nobody Will Believe?" I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to see more videos like this. Turn on your notifications and leave a comment to help the channel grow. Thank you for watching.